This is Coco here for a LEGO City review. This is set number 60431. Space Explorer Rover and Alien Life from 2024 with 4 minifigures and 311 pieces. This set costs €30 in Europe and $35 in the US. So yeah, the first part of the set is we are getting no stickers with the set. So everything you see is printed on, which is unheard of for a LEGO City set, but that's very amazing. And I think the set is very, very playable, and the astronauts, they kind of remind me a little bit of the old Galaxy Squad sub-theme from LEGO Space. So the first part of the set which I'm going to show you is the terrain, which is very simple and effective. We get some terrain and we get the very awesome crystals there. Like the star here and the color scheme for the crystal, and I suppose that's the crystal for the batteries which LEGO is included with the set. Well, there's no actual battery, but the battery pieces, and I'm starting with the example of that small rover here, because there's one cylinder piece here, and that's supposed to be the battery, because we have the printed 1x1 round tile. So that's supposed to be an electric vehicle, which is interesting. And then we get the wheels here and the camera, which is also a very simple looking build. And yeah, I like the style for that. But I think let's get to the biggest part of the set, which is the big Explorer Rover, which has suspension feature here going on here, as you can see, and then we have the shocks going on here on the front, which I think makes the playability even so much better. You can even do a wheelie with that, and it looks like you can go with that over terrain. And yeah, that's going to be very cool. I really like that. Even the space piece here we get 6 of them in the set, 3 on each side. And then we have the trans black windshield. We have the headlights there, and I suppose that's supposed to be the camera. Then we have an antenna here which can adjust, and then we have the space logo here, and then there are 2 battery packs on each side, if I can get them out here. They sit on a jumper on each side, so same on the other side here, but I got that. So that's the battery pack which LEGO has made here for that set, and there's the energy which is going on here. I think that's very nice and adds to the playability of the set. And of course they actually use that to the entire series. This is the only space set I have from that series, so which is unfortunate. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get the rest, but not the priority right now. Here we have a headlight here, and of course you can remove the windshield, you can remove that part of the roof, you can also open up the ramp here, and then we get a pedestal, and this is where the rover will sit on. And let's get the rover on there. Yep, okay, get the job done as well. Very nice. And also like the newish orange color here, which we get here. We get quite a few of these with that series, which I like. And I think that's great for mock building, and I think that could definitely be a game changer as well. And here's the cockpit. We get 2 leg holders where the minifigures will sit on. The joysticks are just these pieces here. I mean, yeah, okay, it's fine, but of course the question is if you rather want the real lever piece, or if you are fine with that piece. So some of the minifigures won't be able to reach them anyway. And then we have a console here, which is a printed book cover, and that's a very cool piece for sure. Nice addition to the part collection, and let's put that where the piece belongs. And yes, you can put the minifigures inside the vehicle. So the blue astronaut will fit in there. May have to lean a little bit back. Not perfect. You probably need to remove the binocular piece, but for now that's fine. And the green astronaut with the camera can actually fit behind the other astronaut. So you are able to fit 2 minifigures inside the vehicle, which is very generous for the space which is given to the entire vehicle, and I really enjoy that about the set, and I think that makes the set even more playable than it already is. And yeah, I also like the size. I think that's very fun. And there are, trying to look, there are no gaps or whatsoever. I think that's closed up very well. Don't see any unnecessary gaps. So sometimes we used to have that in the past, but this is well advanced, and I really enjoy that as well. So this is great for play, great for display, great for the pieces. I think that's a nice set. I feel like they should have done this baseline as a standalone theme. I mean, it's kind of surprising that we haven't had a standalone space theme for Lego in quite some time, other than something for Lego City. But enough about that. Let's get to the minifigures. And we have 2 identical alien creatures, and they have a back printing there on the head, so they look very neat. And I think you can army build these, and yeah, I think these are meant to hide in the terrain piece, which I will slide forward. Oops, no, I lost that one. Here we go. Yep, I think that works. And of course we get to the minifigures. Here's the blue astronaut, and here's the minifigure from the front, the back. As I said, it kind of reminds me of Galaxy's Golf in some ways. And I also like the special molded helmets there, which I think looks very neat. Always like the helmets which Lego produces. And now let's remove the jetpack for him, and let's take a look at the back printing, which is very nicely done. And here's the minifigure on the front. And now to the last minifigure you get with the set, and that's the female explorer for the green team. She has the camera here, which is brick built, and there she is from the front. She has some armor here as well. It's a nice printed 1x2 tile, and you also get a very awesome helmet there for her. And now let's remove everything. It's kind of surprising that these are the astronauts and doesn't come with a double printed head. I thought they may include one alternate expression, like a scared face or something. And yeah, there's the back of the minifigure for the green team, and here's the front. So that's a nice selection of minifigures, and I think that's definitely fun to collect, especially if you are into the space scene. That would be great. And here is the instructions. We get 2 of them. One is for the terrain and the rover, and then we get the one for the big vehicle. And there are 4 number paper bags, and there are no mistakes in the set, no mistakes in the instruction, no missing pieces. And at the end of the instruction you get to see the other sets. These are the space sets which Lego released during that year, and I only have 60431, which is the set which I'm reviewing. I don't have the other ones yet. And on the other side on the other page, you get the other city vehicles, and that page also shows one of the sets which I have, and that's the Burger Truck 60404, which is a great vehicle which I highly recommend you to get. And yeah, instruction very easy to understand. Again, the low effort white background, well, I realize they could have done a little bit more with that, if you ask me, because that instruction design needs to be where it used to be. So here's the box, very awesome box art. Also like the space logo here, makes it even pop more into the eye, and also like the entire scene here for the planet which the explorers are visiting. And here's the back of the set, of the box. So overall it's a great set, and I highly recommend you to get this set. And in the meantime, please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my playlist for all my Lego City videos I've uploaded there. It's also my web stuff for the cool Lego stuff I've uploaded there. Hit the bell for notification, and in the end screen you can find a link to another channel where I'm doing Lego content as well. Plus you can also find a link to another video which has been suggested by the algorithm, and I will see you over there.